All rise. He's Mark Skol Jr.
And he's Jamal Spencer. Sports Court is in session.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Court. We're talking baseball this week. More specifically, a guy that Tigers fans know very well, right-handed pitcher Justin Verlander, who just won his second World Series ring with the Houston Astros, which begs the question, when, not if, when Justin Verlander enters the Hall of Fame, will he do so as a Tiger or an Astro? I'm leaning towards Houston. He just won his second World Series title with Houston. He's about to win his second Cy Young in the last 4 years with the Astros. One of the most dominant pitchers in baseball, just picked up a World Series victory for the first time in his career. He's got a no-hitter with the Houston Astros. I think because he's got those two rings, when he enters the Hall of Fame, he'll do so wearing an Astros logo.
Jamal, I think this is a lot of recency bias with Justin Verlander. His career as a Tiger was unbelievable. That's why he should go in as a Tiger for several reasons. He's the second pitcher in the baseball history that win the AL Cy Young, the AL MVP, and the Rookie of the Year. He's been unbelievable. 6-time All-Star in Detroit, 2 no-hitters. I could go on and on and on, but the main point I have here, everyone talks about Justin Verlander with the Astros winning the World Series rings. But when you think of Miguel Cabrera, he won the 2003 World Series with the Florida Marlins. So should he go in as a Marlin? No, he's going in as a Tiger.
Miguel Cabrera won that World Series when he was 20 years old. It was very early in his career, and so I think everything he did after that validates his career. And yeah, it's nice to have that World Series mark on his record, but let's be real. He became the best hitter in baseball after winning that World Series title. Meanwhile, Justin Verlander, being the most dominant pitcher in the game, helped the Astros win those World Series rings. Granted, he hasn't had a lot of postseason success in the World Series at least, but he's got an ALCS MVP on his record. He's got a lot of success. I think Justin Verlander getting that much-needed World Series win this year in a must-have game for the Astros solidifies the fact that when you think about his legacy, it's going to come down to his success with the Houston Astros. You can call it recency bias, but he never really did much when it mattered most in Detroit.
I mean, he won so many games. He won 20 games in 2011. He won, like I said, the AL MVP as a pitcher. Only a handful of guys have ever done that. He was unbelievable in Detroit. He's been great in Houston, but I'm not going to say he's just along for the ride in Houston, but they already had a great team. I think they could have plugged in anybody and they would have won the World Series as well. He's been unbelievable in Houston, but I think when it's all said and done, he'll go into Cooperstown wearing the Old English D on his hat. What's your verdict? Tell us what you think on Facebook, and next week we'll highlight our favorites.
Last week we discussed if college football should implement a tunnel policy to avoid incidents like at the Michigan game.
Lori felt strongly, no, people just need to act like adults.
Les thought the opposite. Yes, home team stays on the field until the visiting team clears the tunnel. Makes sense to me.
And finally, Don pointed his finger at U of M. Michigan needs to be held accountable for visitor safety as well as their own.
And you can hold us accountable for all our opinions next week. Until then, Sports Court is adjourned.